Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Derek, are you here? Are you ready to get started?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Wonderful.
All right, guys. Well, we're excited. I'm Kelly. I'm with Celestial Cruises, and we have a special guest for you this evening. I have Derek Stewart from American Airlines as well to give you an update on some of the added routes to Greece that American's going to be doing and some of the amenities and services that they're offering. Um, First, Greece is in the spotlight. If you haven't heard, Greece is going to be one of the first countries in Europe to welcome Americans back. They're opening in mid-May for tourism, and they're already doing some test pilot options to allow Americans into Greece. So this is very timely. It's a great place to go to get back in the travel game, get a new passport stamp. So I'm really excited to tell you about one of my favorite celestial itineraries tonight. Um, we're going to have a brief introduction. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Derek's going to give you a fantastic update on what's new with American Airlines in terms of getting to Greece. Going to do an in-depth, I'm going to take you on a journey through our 7-night eclectic itinerary, which I got to do personally in November 2019. It's my favorite. It goes to some incredible destinations. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about what the onboard experience with Celestial is like and some really special offers that we have just for you that you can get through only your travel advisor who invited you this evening, which is really exciting. So let's get started. First, I'm Kelly Predmesky. I'm on the Celestial Cruises North American sales team. I've been working with Celestial for 3 years, but I've been working in travel for over 15 years now, and travel is in my DNA. I love exploring destinations. My goal when I travel is to uncover the soul of a destination, and that's why I love Celestial Cruises so much, because we truly connect you to our backyard, Greece and the Eastern Mediterranean, like no one else can. So, Derek, I'm going to turn it over to you to tell us a little bit about what's happening with American Airlines and Greece at the moment.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Kelly. And it looks like we've got a great turnout tonight. So thanks everyone for joining in and taking the time. It's good to be with all of you. As Kelly said, my name is Derek Stewart, and I am our sales manager, looking after our global cruise partnerships here at American Airlines. And we're excited to announce that we're not only flying one route, but 3 routes to Greece this summer. So we're going to kind of talk about the different ways you can get there and plan your trip, some ways you can relax before you fly, and be sure to check out our Admirals Club lounges and flagship lounges. And then, of course, make sure that you enjoy your onboard experience with us on your way over to Athens. And so the first flight that will be starting is on June 3rd. This one's operating out of New York to Athens, and this is a brand new route for American Airlines, and one we're really excited about. As many of you probably have seen in the news, our most recent partnership with JetBlue on the East Coast. And so JFK just opens up a ton of opportunity for us and connectivity beyond JFK to Athens. You'll see this one departs in the evening time and arrives in Athens at 10:35. So plenty of time for you to hit the ground running and enjoy your vacation in Greece and make that transfer onto a Celestial cruise. This one will be operated by our Boeing 777 aircraft, which is a 3-cabin aircraft. So we'll walk through what each of those cabins are later, but flagship, business, premium economy, and then of course main cabin. The second route, which we'll be flying a day after, is Chicago to Athens. And so this one starts on June 4th. Once again, you see there's an afternoon departure and then early arrival into Athens. So plenty of time for your transfer to your Celestial cruise. And this one will also be operating on our Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft. So this is our newest aircraft in our fleet, and just a beautiful onboard product, and most technologically advanced aircraft that we operate today. And so really excited to be offering this service on this route to Athens. And then the third route that we'll be flying starts a little bit later in mid-August, on August 17th, from Philadelphia. And so this one departs a little later in the evening at 7:45 and then arrives at 12:15 into Athens. and also operated by our Boeing 787 Dreamliner. So we have two of our newest aircraft operating two of the three routes, and of course the Boeing 777, which is our by far our largest aircraft in our fleet, and all offering a three-cabin configuration, so flagship, business, premium economy, and main cabin. So if we go to the next slide, what better way to start your vacation off than stopping by the Admirals Club? And so we have hundreds of Admirals Clubs within our system and across our network, and an Admirals Club at every hub that we operate, so JFK, Chicago, Philly to Athens. And it's great. You can enjoy complimentary drinks and snacks. And so this is a great way to start your trip. If you are ticketed in business cabin, you'll have automatic entry into this lounge. And then, of course, those Advantage members that have status with us, platinum and above, will also have access into this lounge. And so I would encourage all of you, if you aren't Advantage members, to be sure to sign up so you can enjoy these perks. And then if that lounge isn't enough, we have our flagship lounge, which is our signature lounge offered for those passengers flying in our flagship business cabin only. And this is a very ultra luxury experience, very exclusive. So when you walk in, you immediately get this feel of luxury. You've got, premium wine selections, a cocktail, and just an elevated dining and drink experience. There's shower suites. And so just a very nice way to start your trip to Athens. And then once you leave the lounge and you can board, you've got priority boarding as soon as you leave the lounge, and you'll be welcomed into our flagship business cabin. So you can see immediately it's a beautiful cabin with the swept back interior designs, the mood lighting. Of course, you can, if you didn't get enough to drink at the flagship lounge, you've got your own exclusive bar there for those sitting in the business cabin. And so you've got the fully lie flat seat as well with our Casper bedding, three-course chef-inspired meal, noise-canceling headphones, large IFE in-flight entertainment, media screens as well at every seat with all aisle access. So it's a very nice, beautiful onboard product that we're very proud of, and hope that you guys get to experience it as well. And then just behind flagship business is our premium economy cabin, which is kind of a in-between product between main and business cabin. And so you still get quite a bit of an elevated experience in this cabin. So you can see the seats recline further. It's a wider seat, extra leg room. You've got an elevated meal experience. You still have the IFE noise canceling headphones. And so our customers really, really like this, and we've received a lot of positive feedback on premium economy. And so, if you're looking for that experience that maybe, can't quite afford the business cabin, but are looking for something a bit above main cabin, premium economy is definitely the cabin for you. And then last, I just wanted to call out that we do have plenty of ways for you to stay connected to your loved ones on your journey over to Athens, and tons of entertainment and media options. And so we've partnered with the likes of Apple Music and TV, the Calm app, which some of you might be familiar with. And then, there's hundreds of selections of movies, TV shows, music, and videos available for you. And it's all for free. All you have to do is download the American Airlines app before you board, and all of this is accessible for free. And then, of course, there is high-speed Wi-Fi available upon purchase at a very reasonable price as well. And so plenty of options for you to stay entertained if you choose to stay awake on your flight over to Athens. And I think that's it. And so I will hand it back to Kelly, and she's got an incredible presentation prepared for you guys. So thank you, Kelly. Back to you.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening, Derek. That was a great update. So I am here to tell you all about Celestial Cruises. Celestial is actually resuming our cruise operations May 29th, and we are so excited to get back to doing what we love. Greece is one of the most epic destinations. This is where, Western civilization started. Democracy comes out of Greece. All of the ancient history, the incredible beaches. It's such an incredible destination that we get to call home. Now, what makes Celestial really special is that we're the only Greek cruise line. This is our backyard. All of our cruises start and end in Athens, Greece. We focus on our itineraries on the Aegean Sea. Celestial was started in 2014, but we're actually part of a large family of travel brands that has been rooted in the Eastern Mediterranean for almost 85 years. So truly, our footprint is huge in this part of the world. Celestial is an award-winning cruise line. We consistently win awards year to year when it comes to our incredible Greek hospitality, our customer service, the value of our cruises, and also our incredible immersive shore excursions. We welcome over 130 guests on board with us every year, and almost half of those are coming from North America. We offer 3-night, 4-night, 7-night, and even 14-night cruises. So no matter what type of trip you're looking to plan, we have something that can fit in with the experience you're looking for. Now, what I love about Celestial Cruises is that we are all inclusive. So this makes for a very convenient, seamless experience for you when you're on board. All your meals are taken care of, 3 meals a day. We have unlimited classic drinks included in your cruise fare. So that means beer, wine, liquor, coffee, soda. It's all included, no restrictions. But my favorite is because we're Greek, we're including local Greek beer, local Greek wine. So you can try some of the local flavors and maybe even take a shot of ouzo after dinner. Select shore excursions are automatically included for you. And what this really means is that you're automatically getting to experience some of the most epic destinations and sites on this cruise. These are not like, these are incredibly immersive excursions. We're talking about like a full day guided tour of the pyramids in Egypt. That's in one of our included shore excursions. The value is amazing. We have complimentary entertainment on board every evening, so you're always going to be having fun when you're on board in the evenings with us. And last, all the gratuities are automatically included for you. So all the big stuff is automatically taken care of, which means you're not going to have some big unexpected bill at the end of your cruise. You know what you're going to get straight away from the get-go. Food. Now, I'm a huge foodie. It's like my favorite thing to do when I travel, and we know it's important to travelers out there. And because we're Greek, we sprinkle in a lot of the local Greek traditional recipes into our culinary program. We have continental options, so there's something for everyone. But if you want to try the local flavors, you're going to have that opportunity with us. And, we're talking about a region with such incredible fresh produce. I mean, these are the best tomatoes and cucumbers I've ever tasted. The feta cheese is incredible. The olive oil is unbeatable. And we source a lot of those ingredients locally. Now, something that really makes the Celestial Cruise special is our customer service. And the reason we win customer service awards year after year, it's because we offer true Greek hospitality. And one of the core values or pillars kind of in Greece, there's a Greek word, it's your first Greek lesson, philoxenia. This literally translates to being a friend to a stranger. And this is one of the pillars in which the Celestial brand identity is built on. So it's truly this idea how we treat our guests. It's woven into the DNA of Celestial Cruises. This is why we shine in this area, because we offer true, authentic Greek hospitality. We truly treat all of our guests like family. By the end of the cruise, you are family, and you're going to see that when you cruise with us. Now, I think one of the biggest things that sets Celestial Cruises apart from other cruise lines is that we truly focus on the destination, right? When you fly to a place like Greece, the whole point is to spend as much time as possible in the destination. You want to come face to face with the sights, the people, the places, the flavors, and that's how we design our itineraries. They're very port intensive. Our ship really acts like a floating hotel because you're pretty much always in port, so that You're experiencing the destination. You come back in the evening to see a show, eat dinner, and go to sleep, and you wake up somewhere new the next day. And when you look at our itineraries, you see how much time we actually give you in each place. In some of the blockbuster spots like Mykonos and Santorini, we have extended stays till late night or even full overnights, 24 hours in Mykonos. We even have one on the itinerary, the Eclectic, that I'm going to tell you all about. But not only do we go to the big blockbuster stops, we get you into the heart of the region. We go more off the beaten path to some of the smaller ports that a lot of other bigger cruise lines skip over. And when you are on board with us, you continue to experience the culture and the destination because we're Greek. So we're always bringing the culture of Greece into the onboard experience, whether that's through our culinary program or some of the activities that you can do on board, like Greek language lessons or Greek dancing lessons, olive oil tasting, my favorite, or through our entertainment program. You know, we might bring on local folk dancers from the island of Crete to do a traditional dance performance for our guests. So it's time to go. Let's get started on this journey. These are just some of the few incredible destinations that are in Celestial Cruises' backyard. Tonight is all about the Eclectic Aegean 7-night cruise. Now, we are starting at the end of May. This cruise starts at the end of October. So if you're looking to plan travel for either this fall or even for in the spring or fall of 2022, these are the dates where we are offering the 7-night Eclectic Aegean. This starts and ends in Athens, Greece. And we will be going to some incredible destinations. This itinerary is really designed for that person with a real traveler spirit. It goes a little more off the beaten path. We go to Istanbul, Turkey, Çanakkale, Turkey, Thessaloniki, Greece, Volos, Santorini, and back to Athens. So let's get started on this incredible journey. Athens is where we start all of our cruises from. And we always encourage you to work with your travel advisor to come in a few days early because there's so much to explore here. I mean, you have to see the Acropolis, you have to explore La Placa. There's a brand new museum right next to the Acropolis. You know, the Acropolis is 3,500 years old. It's such an incredible site to explore. We don't have things that old here in the US. So whenever I go, I always like to think, imagine what the Acropolis has seen in her days in 3,500 years. It's just an incredible site, one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. Right next to the Acropolis is the brand new Acropolis Museum. It just opened in 2018. Um, if you go to one museum on your itinerary, this is probably a good one to go to. It's literally built around the Acropolis. You are going through it. But what's inside is so impressive. There's over 4,000 artifacts that have been immediately excavated from the Acropolis for you to just wonder at. Like it's incredible to think about the history in this building. Istanbul is our first port of call on the 7-night Eclectic. And I have to say, this is one of my favorite big cities I've ever traveled to. This is actually the 4th largest city in the world. It was bustling. It's one of the most dynamic places I've ever visited. And I would go back and travel here any day of the week. It's an incredible destination. It's got such a mix of old traditions and like new vibrant young people art, and a lot of really cool neighborhoods. And there was actually a neighborhood in Istanbul that was in a Lonely Planet blog for being one of the 50 coolest neighborhoods in the world. So Istanbul has so much to offer. It's so dynamic. You have the Grand Bazaar, one of the best shopping experiences of any trip I've ever taken in the world. You have incredible leather goods, olive oils, artwork. This place is a maze, and you will get lost and find just incredible gems in every corner of the Grand Bazaar. The food in Istanbul is incredible. The baklava, the pastries, the pistachio pastries, the media doma. You literally see, this is my picture from my trip. Media doma, these are mussels with seasoned rice. A lot of times it's even with like cinnamon, garlic, and fishermen sell these on the street. I was very bold and bought one for $1, and I did not get sick, and it was delicious and worth it. The food in Istanbul is incredible. So when we arrive in the late afternoon around 3 p.m. We actually include a shore excursion for you on this evening. We take you to Sultanahmet Square, which is like the center of the old city of Istanbul. You get kind of oriented so you know where one of the central points is for the next day since you have so much free time. We take you around to the spice market, one of the most incredible markets. Tea is a huge export out of Turkey. It's the best gift I think I bought anyone. I bought a lot for myself as well. But we take you a lot around to some of the shops in the spice market, so you get to try a lot of the most famous things like tea, like the Turkish delights, some baklava. So then you know what you want to buy the next day when you go shopping on your own. From there, we hop onto the Bosphorus River, which is the river that divides the continents of Europe and Asia, which is really incredible. So we include a river cruise down the Bosphorus River in the evening so you can see all of the sights from a distance before you jump into the madness the next day. The next day is a totally free day for you. We have until the evening, so the whole day is free. We have some incredible optional shore excursions that you can book through your travel advisor. I love the half day option that goes to the Hagia Sophia, one of the most incredible architecture feats in the world that you can go to. That's me outside the Blue Mosque, which is also part of the half day excursion. And then it also goes to the underground cisterns, and that way you still have several hours where you can go, get lost in the Grand Bazaar and do a little bit of independent traveling in that day. From Istanbul, we head to Çanakkale, Turkey, which is where Troy is. Maybe you'll find Brad Pitt there. This is an incredible destination. I'll tell you, when I went on this cruise, we were literally the only cruise ship in every port. This is truly like an in-depth trip of these ports and how much time we get to spend in each place, especially a place like Çanakkale, Turkey. Um, I had a fabulous time on our optional shore excursion that goes to the new Troy Museum, which is where they house a lot of the items that have been excavated from the actual site of Troy, like this sarcophagus. And after we visit the museum, we actually go to the site of Troy. And this gentleman on the left is one of the guides that we use when we go to Troy. And he is literally a Fulbright scholar on Troy. So this is the level of guides that we offer and how immersive our excursions are. From there, we head to Thessaloniki, which is actually the second largest city in Greece. It's in northern Greece. This view is of the incredible Mount Olympus right outside the city. And the northern part of Greece, I feel like a lot of people don't know about it, but Thessaloniki is an incredible city. This is the land of Alexander the Great. It has incredible Byzantine history. You're going to see the architecture everywhere. But it's also a university town. So it has like a young, hip scene. When I ask my colleagues in Greece where the best place to eat is in Greece, they tell me Thessaloniki. It has a thriving culinary scene. So if you like to eat, this is the place for you. You can get outside of the city and go to an incredible museum that houses the tomb of Philip II, who was the father of Alexander the Great. So you can learn all about the history of Alexander the Great in this area of Greece. It's pretty cool because they only discovered this tomb in 1977, which really isn't that long ago. So this is a really cool part to explore this history of Thessaloniki. But now we've gotten to my favorite port on any celestial itinerary. From the port of Volos, which is also in northern Greece, this is the gateway to get to Meteora, which is what we're looking at here. So it takes about 2 hours on a coach on one of our optional shore excursions. It's a full day optional shore excursion. It's about $105 per person for adults. And what you're looking at, those little tiny orange roofs, are actually monasteries built by monks dating back to the 1400s. And they're built on the tops of these incredible limestone cliffs. And we actually get to go all the way up there to 2 different monasteries on this excursion. And as you can see, this landscape is just unlike anything I've ever seen with my own eyes. It is, the only way to describe it is that it is otherworldly. It will take your breath away. No picture you take will do it justice. It's almost like a spiritual experience, what you see and what you feel about this place. So we get to go up there to visit 2 of the different monasteries. There's some tiny museums. There's incredible artwork, really old murals and tile work, and combined with some new. There's a lot of ancient texts and garbs in the museums that you can explore. But just being in a place like this, it's very moving. We also include a traditional Greek lunch at a restaurant in that region. That's all included for you in the optional shore excursion for $105. And from there, we end in Santorini. Now, Santorini is one of the most breathtakingly beautiful destinations you ever visit. It's on a lot of people's bucket lists for a reason, because it is paradise. We give you from the morning all the way until 9:30 at night. My favorite thing about going to Santorini in the off season, in a time like October or November, is I got pictures of Santorini with not a single tourist in them, which is almost unheard of. You can truly take in the beauty of this place and enjoy it, and the weather is still going to be beautiful. Even when I was there in November, it was like in the low 70s during the day, but it would just drop a little at night, probably down into the 60s, 50s, depending on if you're in Istanbul. It gets a little colder there. You just put on a jacket, but it was beautiful weather for sightseeing. In Santorini, there's plenty of shops and restaurants that will be open. I like to do what I call the Santorini shuffle. It generally involves relocating from cafe to gelato store to wine bar and making my way to different incredible views that will just take your breath away. The nice thing is, because we give you so much time there, you don't have to feel guilty about taking your time and taking it all in, because you have until 9:30 at night. So when you go to Ia Village, you can take your time, put down the map, and get lost in this beautiful destination, but you're still going to have time to explore other parts of Santorini as well. If you're a history person, we definitely recommend Akrotiri, which is kind of like the Greek version of Pompeii. It was an ancient Minoan town that was covered in a massive volcanic eruption about 3,500 years ago, and they're still actively excavating it today, which is incredible. So there's a really fantastic museum. They say that Akrotiri is the lost city of Atlantis, so you can head here to learn all about that. And then the best part is you're still going to get a magical Greek island sunset from Santorini. This is a view from a winery that we actually use for one of our optional shore excursions that you can visit in the middle of the day. So if you like a glass of wine, I definitely recommend that optional shore excursion. You can just see those tables and chairs lining the edge of the caldera with the most incredible views you're going to find in Santorini. And the nice thing is it's away from Ia Village. Ia is where it's pretty bustling with tourists sometimes. October, November, it'll be nice, but it's a great way to get to see another side of the island. Now, that's it for the destinations that we go to, but what about your experience with Celestial on board? This is your home at sea. So in 2021, we're going to be using our smallest ship, the Celestial Crystal, which I love. In a normal year, there's an average of 800 to 900 passengers on board, but you can expect a little less than that for 2021 as we get started sailing again. She has everything you need to have a comfortable stay. There's a glass covered pool. It opens on a nice warm day. There's the jacuzzi at the aft part of the ship at the Thalassus bar on the bottom right, my favorite place to get a drink when I'm on board. We have 2 main dining rooms, and we have a more laid back style, because with us, you're really out exploring all day. So we don't have dining times. It's an open dining concept. As long as the dining room is open, you can come grab a meal. You can eat with different friends every evening. There's no set time when you have to come eat your meals. We have several different categories of staterooms depending on how you like to stay. The left side is going to be what one of our junior balcony suites looks like. Really comfortable stateroom sitting area. The top right is what one of our grand suites is going to look like. More spacious, separate living area from your sleeping area. And the bottom right is your standard ocean view. We also have interiors as well, along with a few other suite categories. We have complimentary entertainment for you every evening. We have a show every night. They normally have a different theme and they're really fun. It might be a Latin night or a cabaret night. One night we tell the story of Greek mythology. We also have a nightclub. The DJ will pretty much stay until the last person leaves the dance floor. So bring your dancing shoes. We've been known to have a pretty mean karaoke night as well. And of course, we have some lounges with some fantastic live music as well in the evening. Now, in 2022, we're actually going to be using a different ship for this itinerary and all of our 7-night itineraries, the Celestial Experience, which we actually just purchased this summer. And she is a larger ship. The max capacity on this ship is 1,800 guests. We have about 150 suites and balconies on this ship as well, along with some fantastic common areas where you can enjoy your time on board, like the wine bar, Enoteca, on the bottom right. It's going to be all local Mediterranean wines and cheeses. That's where you'll find me. Or maybe our beach club on the top right, which is an exclusive area for our suites only and adult only guests. Now, this ship, since it's a little larger, we actually have two pools, 2 jacuzzis, a huge spa and wellness center, which I'll show you here in a minute. We're going to have 2 main dining rooms again, and we're actually going to have 3 specialty dining restaurants on the Celestial Experience, which are still to be determined. So we're still going to be releasing those exciting details about what type of cuisine we'll be offering at them, which you can stay in touch with your travel advisor about. So when we announce, you can check in with them. Again, we're going to have complimentary entertainment for you every evening. There's some fantastic bars and lounges. There's like 7 bars on this ship. I think the Tango Lounge is going to be where I want to be at. It's going to be a lot of fun. The spa. Now, this is the largest spa on any cruise ship on the ocean, the Sauna Wellness and Spa. It's 47,000 square feet. It covers 2 different decks. So this is something you might want to budget for, that you might spend on board with us. There's hydrotherapy baths. There's a number of saunas, a number of massage rooms. There's a Japanese tea garden, which is really cool. We're going to have a very spacious fitness center with floor-to-ceiling panoramic windows. So if you have a health and wellness routine at home that you like to keep up when you travel, you can do that with Celestial Cruises. The beach club I mentioned. This is a really cool new feature we're going to have on the Celestial Experience. It's for our suites guests only, and also it's adults only. So this is going to be a fantastic area with great comfortable cabanas and lounge chairs and your own private jacuzzi. Now, if you know that you're going to go to the spa, you should take a look at our Sauna Wellness Spa stateroom class, because this is a category of suites that we are offering that include some complimentary access to certain parts of the spa. These are going to be exclusively on deck 14. They range from junior suites all the way up to our largest grand suite, and they come with some pretty fantastic amenities. For the full suites and higher, you get complimentary suite concierge service, so you get priority check-in, priority embarkation. You get a dedicated Celestial suite concierge assigned to your stateroom, which is a fantastic amenity to have included. You get unlimited access to the spa area, so like the saunas, the hydrotherapy baths, that's all included for you in your cruise fare when you book into this category. You also get priority access to the specialty dining experiences, exclusive access to the beach club, and a dedicated private dining area within our main dining rooms. So if you're going to go to the spa, check out the Sauna Wellness Spa staterooms. They're really comfortable. The suites, we have the grand suite on the left, which has a completely separate sitting area from your sleeping area and a fantastic wraparound terrace balcony outside. Our suites, we have suites with both balconies and without, the top right. So it's kind of a divided space, a very spacious stateroom. And then the junior balcony suites on the bottom right. And we have standard interior and ocean views for you as well. Now, who goes on a celestial cruise? You know, you can go with friends or you can go solo. What types of people do we get coming with us? If you're celebrating a honeymoon or want to do a destination wedding, definitely Greece is a fantastic destination for that. Now, in general, is a time to celebrate life, right? So if you want to plan graduation trips, whether it's high school or college, birthdays, anniversaries, girls' trips, or maybe you just want to get your family together since you haven't been able to see each other in a while over the last year and go to such an incredible place like Greece with Celestial Cruises. If you're part of any like clubs or groups, if you're foodies, winos, or yogis, we actually work with those types of groups all the time, and you can work with your travel advisor, and we can work to create custom experiences for you around different themes as well. And again, we get a lot of church groups and pilgrimage groups. So if you belong to a church that likes to plan incredible trips to explore your religion, definitely talk with your travel advisor about that. And if you're a solo traveler, we've actually won awards for being solo traveler friendly. We have some of the lowest single supplement rates in the industry. Right now, we have select departures in 2021 with a single supplement as low as 15%, which is incredible. And again, you can either go off and because we give you so much time in port, do your own thing, or you can make friends and socialize with our other guests. However you like to travel, it's up to you. Now, we know things are changing every day, especially in Greece. They're getting ready to open for tourism. So a lot of the protocols are changing, and we have a dedicated part of our website with all of our protocols. So that is the link. If you go to celestial.com, you can read all about the protocols that we're going to have in place, and this will stay updated for you. We also know that it's important to be flexible during these times of uncertainty. So we have our Celestial Promise. Right now, we have low deposits as low as $150 per stateroom. Our standard deposit is normally $300 per stateroom. And those deposits are refundable up until 90 days prior to departure. And you don't have to make a final payment up until 45 days prior to departure. So it's very like low risk in order to lock in a trip that you want to plan. If plans change, you can even change to a different date up until 30 days prior to sailing with full credit. We can move it over to a new date for you. We are also part of CLIA, which is pretty much the largest, cruise organization in the world. And we're always going to be in compliance with CLIA and the local health and world health organizations and local governments. So that's really important. We know, the safety of our guests and our crew is our #1 priority. In summary, for Celestial, what really makes us unique and stand out is with us, it's all about the destination. You're going to see the best of our backyard, the Eastern Mediterranean, because we give you so much time in each place and we get you off the beaten path. We get you into the heart of this region so you can truly feel connected to it. It's all inclusive, so the value is incredible and it's going to be a seamless experience for you. There's not going to be any hidden costs at the end of your cruise. We have different lengths depending on what type of trip you're like looking to plan. We have mid-sized ships, so there's a nice cozy experience on board, and it allows us to get into some of these smaller ports to give you a unique experience. And last, our customer service and our hospitality is incredible. This is one of the areas where we truly shine, and our crew truly does treat you like family, and they are a major part of the Celestial experience. So we have an incredible special offer for you for attending tonight. This can only be booked by your travel advisor that invited you. We are offering you an additional 10% off of our already reduced cruise fares when you put down the deposit by May 17th. So you have some time to decide which itinerary you like. You know, besides the Eclectic, we have a few other incredible itineraries that explore the Eastern Mediterranean. This applies to select 2021 and 2022 departures. So there's options for both 2021 and 2022. It is for new individual bookings only. And again, this can only be booked through your travel advisor. It's not available online. You just need to mention the promo code ESCAPE when you talk to them so that they know that you qualify for this extra special offer. And that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I'm going to check the Q&A box. I think one of my colleagues has been answering most of the questions here, but let's see. I think most of the questions have been answered. If you do have any outstanding questions, I urge you to contact your travel advisor, and they can assist you with any of your questions. And if they don't know the answer, they know how to contact us. We work together all the time. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed the presentation, and we hope to see you on board Celestial Cruises in Greece very soon. Take care and stay healthy, everyone. Bye-bye.